Question: child sex abuse is a heinous crime. So it raises the question, should time limits to prosecute that crime be dropped? News Channel 5's Jason Lamb joins us live tonight. Jason, this is a question our state legislature might soon consider.
That's right. In fact, the legislature wants a study on those prosecution time limits called Statutes of Limitations, specifically looking at child sex abuse charges. This week, the state legislature passed a bill that would have a group study statutes of limitations, potentially paving the way to removing them for a crime like child sex abuse, meaning a victim could take an alleged perpetrator to court decades afterwards. Currently, prosecution isn't allowed in Tennessee after the victim turns 43 years old, 25 years after their 18th birthday.
If this allows children a longer period of time in which they can come to terms with this, where they're willing to share their story, this will be helpful.
Marcus Stamps with the Davis House Child Advocacy Center in Franklin says he's all for the idea of removing the time limits, but prosecuting sex abuse cases from decades earlier could be much tougher as time passes.
Many years later, it's going to be even more difficult. That puts the emphasis on us nowadays to say, how can we help?
Several other states have already gotten rid of the statute of limitations for child sex abuse, and Marcus hopes Tennessee will one day follow suit.
When you have others that come through, you may wind up having the evidence that you need to hold perpetrators accountable, even if it's several years after the incident occurred.
Now, there are signs you can look for if you suspect a child you know may be a victim of sexual abuse. Those include a change in behavior, either good or bad, and an inappropriate knowledge of sexual terms or behaviors, especially in younger kids. Victims may also experience anger or withdrawal or have a tendency to harm themselves. State law requires adults to report suspected child abuse. You can call the Tennessee Child Abuse Hotline at 1-877-237-0004, and we will also have that number on our website, newschannel5.com. Live in Nashville tonight, Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.